Hey, awesome people of YouTube, welcome back to another 7 Days to Die build video. In this one, we're going to be doing a starter base that also functions as a horde base. This way you can build it really easy in the very first few days. That way you can be safe for at least 2 to 3 horde nights, maybe more depending on your difficulty. Right? But before we get started, I just want to say that if you do enjoy this type of content, do let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. Especially subscribe. It helps the channel tremendously. So let's get to that 1K subscribers. We also do stream every single day around 4 p.m. Eastern. We might be streaming building, might be continuing our playthrough. And we also have our own Discord where you can submit your own creations, your build guides, or just want to showcase some cool stuff. We have a Discord, link is down in the description. But with all that beautiful stuff said, let's get into the video. So, as I'm thirsty, you start the game, right? You don't have a lot of materials, you have very early levels. You want to build a quick base that can also function as a horde base so you don't spend a lot of time building, right? And there comes a few nice locations. You want to take something that is already pre-built and add onto it. Now, there's few nice cool location. Instead of making a custom, you can take over one of the POIs. Now you can take over the boss's bar, clear it out, and make a small base on top of it. Right? Now, this is very easy and small, so it's not gonna last you, long till you want to change to a different base. You also need to get rid of this blocks over here if you want to have a horde base, because that's where I would usually set up my horde base. Have a nice pathway for them up here. Oop, pardon. And then have all of this roof access for whatever you need. It's not a huge amount of space, and you also need to get rid of the a lot of pieces, right? It's not massive. It could just function as your temporary horde base if you are building your custom base. Now, there are a few other locations that I will show you in a second. Let's pick up our building blocks, clean up after ourselves. The buses bar, pretty cool. There is cruise through liquor, I think, or cruise through something that is also pretty easy to function as a really early horde base and a base. Now you can take over Del's Cafe, which we'll be showing you. It's flat roof, it's nice, and it's pretty open. You could also take over Red Rubies. Now, the reason why I don't like Red Rubies is because, as you can see, it's really tall, right? But it could function as a horde base also. Oh, we'll go up. Now you could have your horde base set up right up here. You clear POI fully, and you set this up on one of the sides, and you fully, lock the inside. But that just takes too much work. You could also have your horde base on the top, which will allow more time for the zombies to fall, but they could fall on the slip, and that will be very annoying. You could also have your red ruby as your main base, because as you're about to see, it is very, very big in terms of space on the roof. You just need to patch this hole up, patch this opening, right, by destroying a few. Oh, never mind, it's already destroyed, right? But you could destroy more of those ladders. You could also, well, you also need to patch up this hole so you don't fall through it, right? Once you patch it up, you have plenty of room for your garden, for your dew collectors, and for your main base, right? Pretty big area, you could set it up. But now it won't be too amazing as a horde base. Now, the POI that I will be showing you, ooh, that sucks. We lost one building block, but that's okay. Like I said, the one I'll be showing you is Del's Cafe. Del's Cafe is one of my more favorite ones, just because, it's flat, it's small, and it offers a really nice area. Now, the way that I will show you is the way that I like to take over it. You could take more, you could take less. It is all up to you. Now, we're going to jump all the way up here. And boom, we are up here. Right? Now, the way that I would take cover is so you have nice room up here for your garden and for a bunch of dew collectors. Because this will also function really, really well if you're playing multiplayer. You could cover this hole, but zombies won't get up here really. You just, you know, want to cover so you don't fall, because that's where you drop down into the POI. The big thing you will need to is get rid of the few pieces on the ladder. The best way to do it is get rid of the bottom 3. That way zombies won't jump. Have a chest somewhere with a few building blocks like this that are ladder, right? Because you'll be able to pick them up. As you can see, scaffolding ladder, ladder round, or ladder square, doesn't matter. You have that so you can put it, jump up, get up, and be good. And you want to have a bunch at your at the chest over here, just for, you know, as extras. But as I said, I will show you the outline that I like to take, so I'll have plenty of space for storage, for crafting, and all the stuff that I need. Oh, there we go. Apparently there was a building block there. So you could take from down there, but why? I don't like to take from here because you can see there's a nice little opening. So I like to take from right here and just cover it up like this. Now, if you don't mind gaps, see-through, you could do so. You could do like this. Have your main horde opening right over here, you know, so you keep that open. You know, we'll show you how to do it in a bit. But if you want to take over like this will allow you plenty, I do mean plenty, of room for your crafting, for storage, and allow you to set up for quite a bit of time. And you take it over like this. So this will be your main area. You can see you still have holes, so if you don't mind, that's okay. If you do mind, you could just, you know, if you put a block, you still be able to see through, but it's not as a big of a deal. Zombies will not be able to get through, right? Hear about it, there are, like I said, better POIs if you take over the cruise bar. But once you have this, you could, for your roof, start from up here and just keep taking over, right? That way it will cost you quite a bit in terms of resources, you know, in terms of wood, and eventually cobblestone, which you definitely should invest into, depending on your settings. Like I said, if you're playing on a harder difficulty, you definitely want to go for cobblestone. But even at the start, you want to go into cobblestone. But now you're here, you want to get into a nice stairs. It's up to you which one you pick, and you set it up like this, and this is where you'll have your door. Then what I would recommend is just going too high up here, because you're not going to be jumping, and then fill it in from here, right? Boom, boom, boom. Now let's say you want to have your horde set up right here. So the best way I would recommend is doing something like this, having not bars, but scaffolding ladder rotated, and you want to rotate it using advanced. Now you rotate it till you have it like so. Boom. And then same on the top. That's it, right? For that, you just go back to regular building blocks. And then, like I said, you just fill it up. Then we have a nice amount of jumping room, and you have nice, decent, whatchamacallit, roof. You could go a little smaller, you know, if you want to, but this way you can shoot, you know, at them as they're coming up, and then continue your way. And you'll have your entrance right here and the way up on that side. Right? Now, you'll fill this up, you know, however you want. I'm not going to fully show you. I will probably show you the end result in a little bit. But the best way to get the infected is, well, through the poles and through the certain blocks, right? Now we're going to utilize pole side center. I'm going to rotate it. Ooh, messed it up. Like this, right? We'll use another one a little bit later once we are about done. Now, ooh. Oh, I forgot. There is a ladder, so you will need to, I believe, destroy the ladder. So it'll take you a little bit, but it'll give you some iron, let's be honest. We'll need some iron. Boom. Now the ladder destroyed, we can actually put our piece. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And from here, we'll go back to the regular building blocks. Now we'll make a nice setup so we do not, collapse like this. We do not want it to collapse. And we leave one block up. You can keep them as jumping, but it will be annoying for them. Now, the best way to do for them to get up is I will show you. Oh, let me take care of this. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Is by making them into a ramp. Now, there we go. This ramp. And you want to rotate it using simple, so it doesn't take you 50 rotations to set it up. And you have it this way. So they will be able to get up, but they'll be a little bit slowed down. Then boom, boom, boom. They get up. Now, pardon. You also want to make this a nice setup, like so you have plenty of ways to shoot from the left, from the front, and from the center, especially if you are in a big group. If you are solo, you can just make this just one block opening for the zombies to hit you from. That way you can shoot them from just straight through. Now, let me come back in a little bit with this setup in cobblestone. So I will see you in a few minutes. All right, we're back, people. The base is set up with a bit of decoration, bit of setup, workstation and all of that. And it looks pretty nice. You could get it within way before your first Fortnite. But let's take a quick look peek into it. And that is this beauty. It's not super centered, If you want to center it, you can, I did it just to, you're the one who see it center, just, why not? A little bit off center. But the main path for the zombies is all cobblestone with just this front fighting area, all cobblestone. This will take you less than 500 cobblestone. I think it was like 450 to 480 cobblestone or 480 cobblestone, so you can get it pretty easy to cobblestone. It will take a lot of wood to get all of this stuff to wood, but as you can see, the zombies will come up here and will try to get into your place and fight you through this, which is where you'll be standing on opposite side, shooting them or meleeing them. And this little nice beautiful stuff, as you can see, it is called a building. It's a post side centered pyramid. That way they will only be one at a time, and you can easily push them off and it will fall down, which then it will, yes, they'll go into rage mode. They will try to break a bunch of stuff and they will try to fight you again. Now, how to get up into your base is through up here. As you can see, we have a beautiful chest with ladders, and we're using ladder squares. I have a few in my inventory just for the purpose of showing you. Once you don't need it, you can pick it up and you'll be good to go. But if you need it, you just set it up, boom, you have it, you jump up. If it's a horde night, you just pick it up like so and you are safe. Now up here, we patched up the hole. It took a little bit to break the broken pieces and patch it up so you don't need to fall into it every single time. If you want, you can, kind of use bars to, seal the area off so you don't fall. But over here we have 15 garden plots, so you have plenty of garden here. You have 2 dew collectors, so you can collect all the water that you need. If you need more, if you're in a big group, you can have more. You have plenty of space. I believe you can fit 2 more here. If not, you can fit definitely 2 there. Plenty of areas. You have way more area for more garden plots or farming plots. And inside, as you can see, we have our beautiful land claim block. So if once you decide to move, you can pick up your station. We have a nice wall of chests over here, and up here. You can have your ammo and all the stuff if you want to separate it, everywhere. We have 2 campfires for cooking, 2 forges so you can get your cement going, so you can get your iron going, all that stuff. And you have 2 workstations, you know, for whatever you need to do, and 2 cement mixers for everything. Now you label it however you want, but this is what it would look like. You can technically, if you don't want to go big, you can start small, just having a small box. For example, you can start very small and just have the box something easy, and just have it like so, you know, just a small box, you know, just seal it off like so. And same on this side, you know. That way you'll have good amount of time, if you don't want to spend all the time building this, just to prepare. Have a little bit of room, not too much, you know, just have a few chests in the back, a few stuff so you can get more resources, and don't spend all day crafting and gathering materials, and you have a nice fighting position. But if you want to go big, and especially if you're in a big group, or just with you and a buddy, you can get this place built really, really easy. Obviously, workstation will depend on your luck with getting books. But you can get this set up pretty easy within the first horde night, and you'll have plenty of good time just fighting enemies. You can have yourself just over here, you know, slashing or piercing enemies, and you can have your buddy just shooting them. And that is the very starter horde base. With the base, you know, you could last it till somewhat of day 21, but after that you definitely want to at the very least reinforce it with cement, or build a proper horde base with cement. The way you'll be good. But that is going to be it for this video. We'll be doing more horde bases, more crafting bases, combos of both in other videos. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.